progress and its achievements have raised the human life quality to the level unseen before. However, within this world order, the degree of external and internal threats has changed proportionally. Nowadays, the enemy thinks subtly. One can withstand an assault only through overpowering the enemy in the theoretical, scientific and technical potential. In laboratories, research centers, on testing grounds, specialists work 24/7 to ensure inviolability of our life. Each of us can make sure this is true, visiting the Exhibition of Achievements of National Economy once a year. Interpolinex Exhibition, international forum where manufacturers, designers and developers of state-of-the-art methodologies, means of defense and security systems meet. The special role and intent of the forum is that it allows to demonstrate one's achievements to the most demanding law enforcement authorities, special squads and security guards, experts, as well as to direct consumers of such means. Interpolinex is unique because here viewers of all ages, professions and hobbies can see how the viability of the state is ensured. This is the organizers' merit. Every year they prepare the program so that everyone can find something interesting for himself. We have confirmed that such exhibitions are of high current importance to us. I mean the goals of cost optimization, increase of the quality of procurement of our troops in general and personnel in particular with up-to-date weapons for residents and guests of Russia to be confident that public order will be protected on the territory of the Russian Federation. The special force are storming the building where terrorists hid in. Bandits have ceased any negotiations and are viciously shooting back. The decision is taken to liquidate them. The building is being shot from heavy machine guns. Explosions, war helicopter crews are supporting from the air, a swift attack, and the band is destroyed. Exhibitions are opened every year at the Interpolinex grounds, where the new vehicles are presented. There are always lots of spectators here. Is there any other time when one can sit in the cabin of the combat vehicles? These vehicles show what they can at testing grounds. Patrol armored vehicle constructed on the Kamaz platform can easily cope with the most extreme off-road driving. It is an obligatory requirement, as these vehicles would operate in the crisis sports. Therefore, before coming to regular troops, Ministry of Internal Affairs and the Ministry of Emergency Situations, they go through a mandatory series of tests in the most extreme conditions. This 80-ton Ural will enter service with the Russian army. Its main peculiarity is that it has a serial chassis with a single-volume armored body installed on it. This body ensures transportation of military personnel in various conditions, including the need to protect the personnel from fire of basic weapons, from fragments of various ammunition, and from mine and self-made bombs explosions. The new engineer robot has become a true Interpolinex 2015 celebrity. It has recently come to inventory of the Ministry of Emergency Situations, looking like friendly Wally from famous cartoon, ergonomic, dexterous, fearless towards acid rains, fires, radiation, frost or heat. Engineer will operate where danger level exceeds any acceptable factors. The robot is very light, weighing only 26 kilograms. The robot can be packed onto a backpack. The operator puts it behind his shoulders on his back and takes to the place of intended use. Unloads it, switches it on and starts examining the building. The operation time comprises up to 6 hours of active use. If robot simply stands, then it is at least 12 hours. In 2015, information, personal and corporate data protection became Interpolinex keynote. Any state, financial or industrial organization means a huge amount of data, ensuring its uninterrupted operation. A lot of expositions are dedicated to electronic communications development. It is so because a large analytical information system has been created at Ministry of Internal Affairs. Naturally, this is related to a huge interest of the ministry heads, and that they are interested in raising the level of electronic communications development of our divisions. Today, the famous saying, "Who possesses the information possesses the world," has acquired a new menacing meaning. Leakage of even 1 megabyte of information can cause a disaster. Information flows manipulate people's consciousness, destroy states' economies, ruin high-technology productions. The cyber-terrorism notion entered the vocabulary of security services and ordinary people long time ago. That is why cyber safety specialists keep creating new production methods on physical hardware and software levels. This especially refers to state organizations. Today they're holding a deep upgrade of the whole computer network at Ministry of Internal Affairs. The network will turn into a single digital space to function as a cloud-based storage. The possibility of penetrating such a storage is excluded. One can imagine such mini-internet inside the Ministry of Internal Affairs, where different divisions are different people, so to say. We're trying to offer software solutions compatible with virtually any server capacities. As for the supply, including the typical module, it's the inventory of Russian suppliers, including those based on the Elbrus processors. Rivers, lakes and seas are the state's key strategic resource. The Lake Worth company, a permanent participant of the Interpolinex exhibition, presented the new patrol boat, Murom. The vessel can fulfill various functions, capturing intruders, protection of bioresources, and control of water objects. The vessel is convenient for a long-term watch, up to 3 days on board. The vessel is fast enough, 40 knots. Fighters of Alpha, Wimpel, VTZ squads, special purpose divisions of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, FDCS and FPSR special squads are ready to repulse any threat anytime. Civil unrest is a social disaster. Only non-lethal weapons are used against this terrible phenomenon. The TechRaim enterprise from Izhevsk showed some new developments for crowd control and suppressing mutinies. Such means are used only in extreme cases, when arguments are exhausted. They belong to 18.5mm caliber bullets. This is the military analog of 12.7. They feed the 18.5mm KSK and 18.5mm wheeled self-propelled guns. They're two products based on pump and on Kalashnikov assault gun. They do not make serious harm or heavy injuries. Gas cartridges are used for stopping lawbreakers and again for crowd control. They mainly contain highly purified pepper and CS gas. The mixture of these two components allows to increase the effect of each one of them. Nevertheless, the effect of getting onto a human ends after 30-40 minutes. For foreign companies, participation in Interpolinex often becomes the first step for coming onto the world market. Participation in Interpolinex is the index of the company's high level. Long-term and prospective contracts are negotiated here. This year, companies from South Africa, Sweden, Israel, China, Belarus and Kazakhstan opened their stands at the demonstration grounds in the exhibition of achievements of national economy. Our equipage, armor vest and helmets have been in use in the Indian Army for several years. Alloys applied on them comply with Protection Class 6 bulletproof vest. We use only our own materials developed in our company's laboratories. Apart from that, we have experimental armor vest made of special fabric. They have been developed for policemen patrolling streets. This armor vest can stop a bullet from Makarov pistol and invincible for cold weapons. Currently, it has been the second year that we work on the market, and we have currently supplied only our troops. Our factory deals with production of electronic optical appliances for small arms, and we produce intelligence devices, as well as the remote control battle module. Our company produces video cameras used mainly by the police. It's a video camera series with built-in thermal imagery device, which helps to see in the dark. Its main peculiarity is that it can distinguish objects in high humidity, in the fog or even underwater, only according to temperature. The year 2015 is a landmark year for development of the Russian economy. All new inventions, ideas and innovations are being implemented. Today, within the framework of the exhibition, scientists, specialists and experts will discuss once more the main strategic and prospective directions and ideas in this field. The Interpolinex exhibition sets new records every year, according to the number of participants, new products presented, as well as the number of visitors. This year, the 75th pavilion of the Exhibition of Economic Achievements and the testing ground in Krasnoarmeysk have been visited by over 17,000 people. This year, the exhibition has changed a bit. A lot of foreign companies took part in it. People's Republic of China is widely represented. However, all those who participated before are here now. It's a serious exhibition. I like it. I like such exhibitions for the very fact that you can take the weapons, touch the breech lock and simply feel what it is like to hold the real weapons in your hands. Next year, the organizers are promising to surprise visitors again. This is what distinguishes Interpolinex from the other military technical events. Preparation work has already been started. The spectacular demonstration show will take place on the Krasnoarmeysk testing ground. Unique equipment will be presented in the pavilion. Everything will be interesting. See you in October 2016 in the Pavilion 758 of the Exhibition of Economic Achievements at the 20th anniversary Interpolinex International Exhibition of the State Security Provision Means.